Welcome to Behind the Trigger, and today we're going to be installing the YoDave's CZ457 rimfire plus 10 striker spring. The CZ has a really good striker spring already, but being this a bench rest build, I'm going to replace this anyways. And it's pretty easy to do. Should be pretty easy to do. So we take our spring, set that aside. You're going to want to uncock. See how it's currently cocked by this little red indicator. You're going to make sure this is uncocked. So you're just going to grab it and throw the bolt handle down. Then from this side you really can't press it out because of the way this is formed right here. But this is a pin you're going to remove. So we're going to take it in our hand and we are going to press down. And we're just going to take our punch and we're just going to push that right out. We're going to keep our thumb on that because if we don't, we could send that cap flying along with the spring and everything else inside. So we're going to take out the indicator. On the indicator, there is a little spring. You want to make sure you don't get rid of that one. Then we're going to take... Okay, now that we got our old spring out, which is this one right here, we're going to take and put our new one in, which is this one right here. The 10 plus power. We are going to take our cocking indicator, we're going to place it inside the spring. We're going to take our cap and we're going to stick it in here, set this down for a second, and we're going to take our bolt and we're going to make sure it is uncocked. So when this firing pin is down, it is uncocked. That means it is cocked. So we're going to make sure it's uncocked. We're going to take our cap and I'm going to try to make sure that it's pointing in the right direction so you all can see. I'm going to take our cap, I'm going to set it on top, and we're going to slowly compress the spring, and we're going to line up the firing pin with this groove right here. You can see that right there. And we'll reposition it, and we're going to line everything up. We're going to try to line everything up. Alright. Push the cap down. Make sure it's all the way down. Then we're going to take our pen and we're going to insert it. I don't know why it's not going in all of a sudden. There we go. And we're going to snap it into place. And as you can see, the pin is back in and it is seated properly, and we're going to check to make sure it cocks, and it decocks. Well, we got our new trigger in, and we also got the 10% extra power striker spring in. Now what I like to do is once I mess with the trigger at all, I like to take an empty casing, already spent casing, as you can see right there, that is empty. It's already been struck. There is no powder. There is nothing. This is a safe round. I like to insert it into the chamber. Just like that. Then I like to... Yeah, I'm abusing a little bit, but I want to make sure it's not going to slam fire. Okay? Then I'll take it and I'll give it a couple good whacks. It's all good, nothing's happening like it should. Then I like to do a function test with the safety. We're good there. Then, of course, that trigger is nice. Now, one thing nice about this is you can see, you can actually see right there how much it added to the strike. So it's definitely a good thing. You got the heavier, more defined one with the new striker spring, and the old striker spring, the factory one, which is nice. That's what I'm looking for. I suggest you subscribe. This is going to be an ongoing series with this rifle until it's completed. Till next time.